So, with the advent of Gaijin's new battle pass, Skilled Marksman, there are some things that didn't sit right, and I genuinely want to talk about why Skilled Marksman is a miss in terms of battle passes and how probably it could be better. First off, I know there's a naval battle or a naval event going on right now. Still, um, the battle trophy is lazy. This is extremely lazy and could be better. Um, I seriously think that offering something different or maybe for a lesser country or something like that would have been better, but going to this was not the smartest move in my decision, but that's already been harped on enough by other people, so I want to move on to the PBM5. One of the notes was that it has a radar, which it does have a radar. However, why was that a main? Like, I get why it's a main feature because it's on there, but there are other vehicles where Gaijin still hasn't promised to put a radar on. And I know they're low tier vehicles, and it doesn't really matter. But why would this matter then if it's also a lower tier vehicle where its radar doesn't also matter? If you guys like, if you get what I mean, like this doesn't make it. So like where Gaijin has kind of put them aside because there are other vehicles with radars at lower BR. I don't have my documentation because the video documentation is lost. But for instance, I believe this to be a similar type radar on this Catalina, which I know it may be hard to find. There's not readily available knowledge, but there's also other planes where they've tested radar and they're on there and they're not on the planes yet. They're not modeled. They're not there. There are planes in the game with actual radar that just aren't there. There are radar pods on the side of wings that aren't there and stuff. But that is a minor point in overall what I am thinking of. Now, I'm not one to glaze Israel. I actually hated Israel so much I bought a Merkava because as much as I like M60s, which I do, they're some of my favorite tanks. Um, I don't feel like playing 8 of them. I do not feel like playing the same vehicle over and over again, and I think it's probably the laziest way to do a tree. This as well is probably the dumbest way to do a tree or premium. This is somewhat of a unique tank destroyer. It appears to be a Merkava one hull with a different gun, a long barrel 155, a different turret, a unique auto loading system, right? But why is it not in the tree? Israel, as far as I'm aware, from last time I checked, has the least amount of vehicles in the tree overall, no matter what. If you don't even account for naval or helicopters, it still has one of the lowest vehicle counts in the tree in the game. Why not add it here? Why not add it here at 7.3 or like 7.3 or 7.7? Why not here? To give someone something else than to drive the same Magok over and over again at 8.0. Because it makes you money, but it also hinders some of the tree. It's the same thing they did with France. A lot of the tanks here that France actually used end up being premium. For instance, France used the Panther longer than Germany did. And yeah, it's premium because it's German. That's why. Even though most of these tanks here are prototypes that didn't see any experience, while the Panther is a tank that did see experience with the French and the Germans and the like. What I'm saying here is there are vehicles that should not go into the battle pass because they, in a way, in my opinion, they hinder the game. And I know this is not an opinion shared by other people, but this battle pass is honestly one of the weaker battle passes. I would have taken any other battle pass. I would have even taken last season's battle pass because last season's battle pass wasn't. I mean, last season's battle pass, the heavy tank for Sweden was still a bit of a miss, but it's not a huge miss compared to this season's battle pass where it was why even really get this because not a lot of people play Israel. Bombers have been killed, and you get a random boat. You just outright get a random boat from this. So I do not understand where this battle pass was going, and I genuinely would like to ask where Gaijin thought this battle pass was going, and not like in any rude way. I genuinely want to peer into the problem But at the same time, I think this is one of the weakest battle passes so far, and it is definitely a miss.